Good afternoon, guys. This is your third year V again, and welcome back for another Infinite MagicRaid video. So for today, after sleepless nights, after reviewing all the heroes, I can now finally give you the ultimate guide for rerolling and who's the best heroes for PVE. For you to reroll or to look out for, because PVE definitely is one that you need to complete first, and Arena will soon go after that. So we'll just set aside Arena because what we need for free-to-play player is to complete more stage in the world map. Okay, so let's try and let's start with giving you the best heroes for you to look out for and watch out for when re-rolling. Okay, so let's start. Let's go to the gallery and let's go here. All right, so my number one on the list, no questions asked. I will start with the A hero because A hero is one of the best or one of the easiest way to build, and we'll move forward to the S hero. All right, so our number one on the list is this guy here, Whim. So why is he good, or why is he one of the best heroes that to look or to watch out for? That is because of this warrior skull. It grants a shield of 40% and Whim's max HP on all allies for turns. It's like giving you extra HP whenever you're battling the stages and campaign. Aside from that, he can actually also do this consolidation to all allies. So consolidation, it actually reduces 20% of the damage taken. So it's an extra bonus shield. So it's not a shield, it's just a buff for damage reduction. So yeah, easiest hero to build. It's only an A hero and definitely number one on my list for PvE. So next is this guy right here. So this is another one of the best A hero that you can get for re-rolling. So these are pretty easy to use and pretty easy to get, and he is only an AE hero though. The good thing here is his AoE damage is so much powerful compared to other A heroes out there. So if you can build him with a support that increases attack and speed, then this Lester will do the trick on PvE campaigns. Okay, so alright, so Lester, make sure Whim and Lester, and let's go to the third one. Our next on the list is Holder. So Holder, as you can see, most of you already know who his Holder is. He's actually one of the best counter attacker, and if you can build him a lifesteal item or equipment with a good critical rate and damage, then he can burst down bosses and enemies in the campaign as well. So this is the third A. Okay, so let's check on the fourth one. All right, so the fourth one is Hardak. So I've tested this guy, and this guy is pretty insane. So what you need to do here is to build him all the best defensive equipment and stuff, and he can one-shot enemies with just defense damage. As you can see, the tornado burst, he's using or utilizing defense as damage. Aside from that, he has a counter damage, reinforcing attack. So for 2 turns, and then deals 280% death damage to a single enemy. So this can be used for bursting down bosses as well, with the help of his full defensive equipment. So if you level up his skills, it will it will add another damage to a random enemy or triggered another reinforcing attack. So this one, aside from being a tank, he's a good damager as well. So pretty much one of the best heroes for an A PvE. Okay, so next on the list is this ninja guy. All right, so this ninja guy, Oboro. So yeah, he's an AoE damage dealer as well. Is as you can see, if you check his ultimate, it attacks dealing 220% attack damage to selected three enemies or three times. So he's doing three times damage for 220% attack. If the attack, the identical target deals 85% damage of the last damage dealt. So this is another pretty good boss killer in campaign, in your guild boss fights, as in other events. So pretty easy to build, and he's only an A hero. So yeah, those are my top 5 best PvE A heroes that you need to watch out for if you are rerolling. So, rerolling is not all about A heroes, right? Rerolling is all about getting a good S hero. So, getting good S hero for PvE for free to play is definitely what you need to take priority. So here I'm going to start my best PvE legendary heroes for free to play. Okay, so my first one on the list is this girl Space. So why Space? Okay, so why Space? Because he is one of the speedster. She's giving turn meters. She's increasing turn meters for all of the allies, and as you may know, games like this, if you're faster, then definitely you will have the capability to win any fights as long as you have burst damager, whether it's only an A hero or an S hero. As long as you have space, everything can be in your favor. So here, this is my number one pick. So if you're rolling, if you're an F2P, try to get your first legendary hero to be Space, because there's nothing, or there's actually nothing more good than Space. Getting your first legendary hero to be Space. She can help you also with PvP, in boss fights. What else? In other areas, everywhere. She can be helpful everywhere. So this is the reason why she is my top one reroll hero for free to play. If you're free to play, make sure to get Space as much as you can. If you don't have Space, then we'll go for another legendary hero. My next on the list is my next on the list is Melia. So if you're playing, let's say, Infinite Magic Heroes for MagicRaid for more than 3 to 4 days, you might have come across this Melia as a boss enemy, and she is doing counter attacks like insane counter attacks. She can do also bleed and HP burning. So as you can see, Melia transforms into the Valkyrie and gets all of her skills enhanced for 3 turns. This effect cannot be removed, and she gains 1 more action turn. So it's like an ultimate form of Melia, and what his passive skill is, there's a 60% chance to inflict a layer of HP burning on attacker for 2 turns when Melia takes direct damage. This is pretty good for boss fights as well, for finishing off heroes with less HP or lower HP. And this one deals 2 stages of 200% attack damage each to single enemy with 40% chance to inflict a layer of HP burning. So most of his attack will have HP burning to them. So this is the reason why she's one of the best heroes to re-roll. So yeah, aside from Space, I would suggest if you got Melia on your first hero re-roll, then go for it. Use that as your main account, because they will carry you through the campaign. All right, so my next on the list Alright, so next on the list is Sigmund, another hero with HP burning. And aside from that, he is also a hero who utilizes death as damage. As you can see on his ultimate skill, Flame Bombardment deals 200% defense damage to all enemies with 60% chance to inflict one layer of HP burning. So this is a combination of the A hero that I talked about earlier. Aside from that, he is actually doing an HP burning as well. She's a good combo with the hero that I mentioned earlier. So Melia and this Sigmund is a perfect combination for burning down enemies. So yeah, if you got this on your first reroll, don't reroll again. Take that or keep that as your main account. So you can easily combine this with other A heroes that can boost up more defense, more speed, and if you got space, then that's another ultimate heroes to reroll for free to play. All right, so next on the list. So another hero on my list as the best heroes to keep if you're rerolling is this boy right here, Zonja. So Zonja, another burning hero. If you take a look at his ultimate, the Dragon Flame deals 200% attack damage to all enemies with a 60% chance to inflict one layer of HP burning for 2 turns. So definitely another good heroes to keep if you're rerolling. And also his passive skill deals 16% more HP burning damage. So another good combination with Melia. So the bully, let's see what's the bully for. 200% attack damage to a single enemy, meanwhile deals extra damage by 3% of max HP to the target for every layer of burning. So if you have more layers of burning from another legendary hero or other heroes that have burning, then this bully will have its full potential. So lastly is the Strong Arm. Strong Arm. Deals 100% attack damage to an enemy and 2 random enemies with 40% chance to inflict 1 layer of HP burning. So another good heroes. So yeah, most of the heroes here are HP burning because HP burning is definitely one of the best debuff or DOT damage for PVE bosses and for other events. Like there are tons of events that you need to kill a boss fight. So yeah, those HP burning is one of the best heroes for tackling those events and the campaign as well. All right, so next on the list. So next one is Focus. So Focus is actually not a damage dealer, but a support. However, this guy can actually enhance or give buff or restore skill cooldown for A heroes, the A heroes that I mentioned earlier. And those A heroes can decimate enemy or PvE even in PvP. So why? Because of his Divine Prayer. So the Divine Prayer increase the allies' turn meter by 100% and resets their active skill CD. Meanwhile, increase their attack by 40% for 1 turn. The cooldown of the skill cannot be reduced or increased by other effects. So after the Speedster, this guy is my next best pick for free-to-play players to get. So we can ignore Damager, but for Space and Focus, these two are one of the best heroes to get. Probably this is my top 2 pick for legendary heroes to reroll aside from Space. Okay, so yeah, this guy can boost A heroes to one-shot enemies in PvP and PvE. Yeah, no questions asked. Focus is one of the best heroes to reroll for. All right, so yeah, let's move on. All right, so I'm simping for Sia. So Sia is actually one of the best single target damage dealer. Single target. If you equip her with attack percentage and crit rate and crit damage, then this ultimate right here, the Broken Snow, will do the damage through the roof in guild boss fights, in PvE campaigns, in PvE boss fights. Sia will definitely decimate those bosses. As you can see, deals 600% attack damage to a single enemy. And if you upgrade her skill to level 3, it resets its cooldown and increases self-turn meter by 50% when it inflicts a kill. Sia acts one more turn if she is under concentration increase status at this time. So this one is good overall. PvP, PvE, and boss fights because of that 600% attack damage to a single enemy. In PvP, she can actually one shot a unit or a hero if you have good crit rate and crit damage to her equipment. So let's check her other skills. So the passive skill, each time Sia takes actions, she has a 60% chance to pursue and attack the target with the lowest HP once dealing 200% attack damage. So this is pretty good for PvP. And increase of 40% crit rate and 60% crit damage for one turn. This effect can't be removed. Wow. All right. So I will probably increase his attack percentage more because of this. And then the Unity deals 220% attack damage to a single enemy and reduce CD of concentration increase. This one, reduce the CD of concentration increase. Alright, so pretty much a broken hero for single target boss fights and other content. So if you got her as a free-to-play player, well, I can say that you can keep her and you can keep that account for to be your main account. Alright, so next on the list. So here's my next on the list, Alec. This Alec is actually a tank. And as you can see, his ultimate grants all allies consolidation 2. If you collect that consolidation 2, it reduces 40% of damage taken. So pretty good for PvE content. And if you upgrade his level 3, there'll be cooldown -2. Total of cooldown -2, and it also grants all allies a shield by 30% of max HP for 2 turns. It's like getting a Whim with an additional consolidation effect or bonus. And the good thing about this Alec is if you combo him with this one, increase all allies defense by 60% and tenacity by 30% for 2 turns. So what I'll do is I'll put speed equipment for Alec, and then I'll move on to let's say I'll get an A hero that do defensive damage like this guy right here, Hardak. If you combo this with Alec, put speed equipment to Alec and then use this tornado burst, then it can actually deal tons of damage to PvE content or PvP as well. So yeah, definitely one of the best heroes to get. Alec, he can tank you through the PvE campaign. So yeah, I can probably keep this as well if I re-roll an account and I got Alex, because I can just build an A damager, right? An A damager, and I'll just keep Alec as my main tank instead of Whim, right? So yeah, that's one of my pick. So I'll give you more of my picks here. Give me one moment. So my other pick for single target damage is Dario. So Dario is pretty good for PvE content because of this ultimate. So the Disrupting Ray, it deals 300% attack damage to enemy with lowest HP. If this skill successfully kills the target, gains 2 layers of Shadow Flame. This skill ignores depth but cannot land a crit. So I would probably suggest you focus on getting more of attack percentage to this Dario guy, and she can deal tons of damage. Aside from that, he has this Arrival. It deals 500% attack damage to a single enemy and gains 2 layers of Shadow Flame. So this is a perfect hero for boss fights as well. And what is Shadow Flame? If you click here, the Shadow Flame is Dario will release a powerful skills when specified layers are reached. This effect can't be removed. So it's actually an additional skills for him. Definitely a top pick for single attack, single target damage dealer on my list. So yeah, I would keep Dario as well if I re-roll for him. Okay, so next on the list. So here it is. My next on the list is Elena. So she is not a damage dealer. She's not a single target damage dealer. She's not an AoE damage dealer, but she can do. She can protect your allies, and she can actually also tank and give shield. So as you can see, the Shield of Good cleanses all attribute debuffs of all allies and restore HP by 12% of max HP to all allies. So this is pretty good ultimate. Aside from that, if you upgrade her skill to level 3 here, additionally grants all allies a shield by 30% of max HP for 2 turns. So pretty good if you combine this with Whim. So if you got Elena, combine him with Whim and combine her with a good AoE damager, then you should be good. I should probably keep this if I re-roll Elena, and I'm actually simping for her because she looks like Farsa on my other game. So yeah, pretty much I love Elena, and hopefully I would get her as well if I re-roll later. Okay, so yeah, let's go and check more heroes for to watch out for. So here it is, an AoE damager, a debuffer, and he can do tons of damage because of his damage is based on HP percentage. So Luz, a legendary hero, as you can see, his AoE attack is the Submerged Dragon. Deals 200% of attack damage to all enemies and deal extra damage caps at 300% of Luz attack by 5% of the target's max HP. This skill has 50% more leech rate. So this is pretty good because of that extra damage, 300% of Luz attack. So if your enemy has high health like bosses, then he can do tons of damage to that boss. So perfect for boss fights, for guild battle. And as you can see, he also have this Victorious Pursuit. For every 1% HP of the target loses, Luz's current attack has 0.3% more crit rate before he deals damage. Okay, so crit rate is always good. So if your boss have half the HP left remaining, then this Luz will do more damage. Yeah, perfectly good. One of the best damager in the game because of that HP percentage. This is in PvE mode, okay? PvE. Not as good as in PvP. But yeah, this is perfect for PvE campaigns. All right, so let's move on to our next list, and I hope I don't bore you guys. And yeah, after sleepless nights, I was able to check all of this and give you this list. So if you like this content and if you're liking my list, please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, okay, for more upcoming infinite MagicRaid videos in the future, okay? So yeah, let's move on, guys. So my next on the list, and probably my top 3 heroes on the list, if I'll be re-rolling, is this Fiona. Look at her, she looks pretty good. She's like an angel, like a Valkyrie. So Fiona is actually a healer, damager, and a controller. So what I like with Fiona is this one, her second skill, the Gifts of God. So it cleanses and allies all debuffs. So all debuffs. So it cleanses even the burning effect and grants them resist debuff for 2 turns. Meanwhile, increase the target's attack by 40%. So it cleanses debuff and gives you attack damage for 2 turns. If the target is killed, revives the target to 20% of Fiona's max HP and grants them stealth for 2 seconds. How good is this gift of God? Not only giving buff resist, giving attack percentage, it also revives heroes, right? So if you level this up to 3, additionally restores an ally's HP by 20% of Fiona's max HP when Gifts of Gods target this ally. If the ally is dead, grants them a shield by 20% of Fiona's max HP instead. So yeah, this is pretty damn good hero for a support damager. So her damage is the Glorious Light, deals 180% attack damage to all enemies with a 40% chance to inflict stun. Alright, so Fiona is immune to control effects, self gains a layer of grace. Whenever an ally enemy is successfully controlled or controls anyone successfully, restores all allies HP by 10%. So yeah, she is a healer on all around. Definitely one of the best heroes to reroll for. Top 3. This is my top 3 heroes, specifically for me. Okay, so Space and the other guy who I forgot his name, who resets the CD, and this Fiona. Okay, so yeah, if you got her on your reroll, then get that going. Pick that as your main account. All right, so let's move on. All right, so my last on the list, and yeah, probably the last on my list for heroes to be rerolled for, this is Oakman. So Oakman is another hero good for PvE because of his burning skill again. So PvE, when I say PvE, boss fights, resource bosses that you can fight. So the reason why burning effect is good for those is because burning effect do tons of damage. Okay, so as you can see, the Blade of Cruelty, Oakman attacks the enemy 5 times at random, dealing 100% attack damage every time with 40% chance to inflict 1 layer of burn or HP burning for 2 turns. Alright, so the Catalyzer. Every time the enemy takes burn or HP burning damage, Oakman restores self HP by 30% of attack. If burn is detonated, the restoration rate is doubled. Another good sustain skill. Next, Alchemy deals 100% attack damage to all enemies with a 60% chance to inflict 1 layer of burn or HP burning for 2 turns while refreshing the duration of all DOT debuffs. Wow, if you have another hero that do HP burning, then this skill is pretty much will pretty much do insane amount of damage to PvE bosses. Next will be the Purgatory Flame, deals 100% attack damage to an enemy and another 2 random enemies with 30% chance to inflict 1 layer burning for 2 turns. So yeah, pretty good. So yeah, this is one of the best heroes you can use for PvE. Alright, so if you're free to play, if you got this one, then go for it. Use that as your main hero. Alright, so in the next 5 minutes, I will show you the other notable hero that you can use if you're rerolling. So let's start here at the top. Give me one moment. I'm looking for the notable heroes that we can use. Where is the lizard? Yeah, this one, this lizard. So the Slack though, he's also a good AoE damage dealer. So he's one of the notable heroes that you can use if you're re-rolling. And I have another suggestion here. Where is that Doom guy? Where are you, Doom guy? Doom guy. Alright, so I'm searching for that hero that do tons of AoE damage. Where are you? Where are you? Oh. Where is he? Give me one moment. Alright, so this guy right here, Turf. So the good thing about Turf is he actually have good AoE damage. If, as you can see here, his normal, I think his normal attack is AoE. Well, give me one moment. So deadly poison inflicts deep poisoning on the target for 2 turns. Afterward, deals 3 stages of 160% attack damage. So this guy is not what we're looking for. I'll show it to you guys. But this Turf is also good because of the poison damage. Okay, poison damage is also good for boss fights and PvE contents. So yeah, if you have Turf, this is one of the notable heroes that you can use. Alright, so yeah, I found him. Finally, so Karid. So this is the guy that I'm talking about earlier, who has tons of AoE damage. Good for normal campaign. As you can see, his normal swing or phantom swing deals 110% attack damage to all enemies, which is pretty good. You can clear those campaigns much quicker. And his ultimate is also a damage or an AoE damage as well. 200% attack damage to all enemies with a 50% chance to inflict Horrify. Okay, so it also removes all buffs from the target and inflicts resist buff and Horrify. So this is pretty good for arena as well. If you have space as your enemy and all you need to do is to use this Phantom Slash and it will remove all buffs from the enemy. Okay. Alright, so yeah, I think that's it. That's my ultimate list for PvE. If you're free to play and if you want to reroll, looking for a good heroes for reroll, so the heroes on my list will be your guide for re-rolling. Okay, so now just to show you, I created this account specifically for this video for re-rolling. Hopefully we can get a hero that is on my list. So we have 53 summons. So what I did is I got all the rewards, and what I did is I just completed stage 2. And I get all the codes, and I got all of those summoning stones, or wish. Excellent rune. Okay, so let's use the 2 supreme wish first. Okay, let's go. Can we get something good? Okay, a Gaia. Next, can we get a legendary? A legendary. Now it's Sylvan. Okay, so we'll move on to the excellent wish. So we need 49 summon and we can get 1 legendary. So hopefully we can get 1 hero from our top tiers. Let's go. First 10. Let's see what we got. Go. Oh, okay. I don't want that. Alright, so let's do another 10. Give me a yellow, please. A yellow light. Ooh. Oh, 3 heroes in a row. 3A in a row. So, pretty good roll, I'd say. But we don't need that. Okay, so yeah, let's move on. Can we at least get a whim or something? Let's go. So this is the essence of re-rolling. If you don't get the heroes that you like, you can just create an account and then re-roll again. So we don't need this. Let's go. 19 summons more. Who do we got? All right, so here it is. Give me one of the the best hero, please. Give me Farsa or Space. Farsa or Space. Here we go. Here we go. Who is it? Who is it? Oh no. Need rolled. So he deals 130% attack damage to random enemy 5 times with a 40% chance to inflict 1 layer of bleed. So what else? His skill to all enemies that increase 10% of layer. So he's pretty good starting hero for PvE content as well, but not as good as the hero on my list. So probably what I'll do is I will re-roll again until I got one of the heroes on my list, and that will be my main account. Alright, so again, thank you very much for watching. If you reach the end of this video and you're not subscribed yet, please do me a favor. Please hit that like button, subscribe, for you to get notified for more upcoming videos, and let's help free-to-play players, okay? I will be your guy. I will be your free-to-play guy for this game, Infinite MagicRaid. So if you're free-to-play, then you can count on me, and I'll give you content about Infinite MagicRaid. So thank you very much, guys. I'll love you all. Goodbye for now. I'll see you again on my next video.